Hey everyone! If this is your first time joining us, I'm your girl, Candy Washington, and I am here to help you attract more joy, wealth, and love into your life. So if you are seeking those things, then you are in the right place. And that is here at the Luxe Life, which is a new component of the Sugar Pills podcast, a practical guide to self-care. If you're not subscribed to the podcast, then I don't really know what you're doing. It is linked below in the description box. Be sure to click it and subscribe. And I am manifesting this YouTube channel and that podcast to go viral. So be sure to subscribe, rate, review, and to share with a friend. So tonight's episode is all about attracting more money, more wealth into your life, right? How do you make money from home? How do you make money as an influencer or online or as a content creator, whatever you want to call it? By the end of this video, you will know how to make that money. So without further ado, let's have a quick intro and then we're going to get into it.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram at Candy Washington. Let's go!
All right, you guys, let's dive in. So, how do you make money as an influencer, a content creator, or from home or from online? So, the first thing you want to do is really switch your mindset from scarcity to abundance, right? So, the first thing you want to do is think about what is your relationship to money? Do you think that you have to work for your money? So like your time, you have to earn it. Do you think that only, rich people or wealthy people are either born into it? Do you think that people who have money are bad people? They're corruptible or whatever it is? What is your relationship to money? And the reason why I bring that up is because that will be the foundation for how you attract money and make money and earn money in your life, regardless of how you do it. And I'll talk through the different ways to do it as a content creator, as an influencer, or from home. But the foundation is, what is your money mindset? What is your mentality? So if you want to know what your money mindset is, you might want to start thinking about, what are the things you say to yourself about money or people who have it? Do you think people who have money are bad? Do you think that it's hard to make money? Do you think that you will never make more money than what your job offers you? Do you think that you'll never make more money than your family has made or your friends have made? Do you think that making money is hard? Do you think that you shouldn't get paid if you enjoy the work? Do you think that you shouldn't offer a price for something if you enjoy it, right? Some people say, oh, if you enjoy it, it's not work. Oh, you should just give it away. You should just give it for free. No, we don't give them away. No, these are the gifts that we have, but our gifts are valuable. So therefore we can put a dollar amount, a fee amount, a rate amount to those gifts. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. You will be able to better serve if you make money, if your needs are met, if you're in a good place. So switch your money mentality mindset. Get clear on what your relationship is with money. Do some affirmations. Money flows to me easily from multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm a money magnet. I always make money. It's so easy to make money. I make money in my sleep. Money comes to me easily. Money is my best friend. It is always there to support me. I always have enough money. I always have more money than I need for anything I want and desire, right? Get into that space and know that your gift, know that your whatever it is that you want to do is valuable. And if it's valuable, then there's no problem with profiting from it or charging for it. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get really, really tight on what your money mentality is and switching from a scarcity mindset to an abundant mindset. And if you need help with that, I actually just launched the Luxe Life, which is a private VIP group where I will be teaching people how to switch their money mindset life, and also how to switch their mindset to attract more joy and more love into their life. If you're interested in that Luxe Life VIP group, be sure to check out the link below. It's a nominal fee. It's like $29.99 per month. You get one-on-one coaching. You get weekly coaching calls. You get a library of resources from meditations, affirmations, worksheets. You get a supportive group. And so we just launched that. And so we're just curating it. So if you want to get in on the ground running before it gets too big, then check the link below for the Luxe Life. If you want more help getting your money mindset in order, because you are worthy and you are deserving to make money doing what you love. There's nothing wrong with that. And you also deserve to make money while you sleep. Passive income, residual income. Get out of that mindset that you have to work for every dollar, that time is money. You will never get rich if you equate your time with money. Okay, so now that we have that going on, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Hi, Chi-Town Naija Girl Chic is glad to see you back. Have a great show. Aw, thank you, sweetheart. That's right, I am back. Doran Brooks says the video is stopping and restarting. Oh, sorry, you guys, for that connectivity issue. It's restream. I've been doing everything I can to do it. Hi, JC. She says, hi, Candy Love. And she says, hi there, Shy-Tie Naja Girl. Yes. Hey, everyone. Thank you guys for coming in. And that's right, you guys, as you come in, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. So with that, let's get into it. If it's stopping and restarting, I apologize for that. I don't know what's going on. It is connected to the Ethernet, so we should be good, but hopefully it gets even better. All right, let's dive in. So the first way to make money from home or as an influencer, as a content creator, is sponsored post. Okay, so a sponsored post is when you work with a brand or an agency to create content for that brand around your experience with that brand. You've seen them all on Instagram, hashtag sponsored, like, oh, hey, I'm with my new, Pepsi, and it's so fun and refreshing, and it's a really cool photo or a video or a reel or whatever, and it's like hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored. So the way that people make money is that brand will pay that influencer or content creator to create the video, to create the photo, to create all that, to create the post, and then share it with their audience, and they'll get paid for that. So that's called a sponsored post. And the way you get those campaigns are a few different ways. One, you can proactively pitch these brands. That means you find out who does their PR, who does their brand management. You send them a pitch letter like, hi, my name is Candy. These are my stats on Instagram. I cover self-love, self-care. I would love to work with you because of X, Y, and Z. The trick here is knowing that regardless if you have 10,000 followers or 10 million followers, your time, energy, and effort and the content that you create is valuable. So I personally don't do exchanges like, I'll send you free product and you post, because I look at it as being a professional in this space, and professionals get paid to work. So I don't care if you have 500 followers or 5 million followers or 5,000 followers. You should be getting paid to post when someone else has commissioned that or has agreed for you to do that sponsored post. Because you're not just posting because of how many people you have, but what about your engagement rate? What about like upselling? Like, oh, if I create this content, then you can now go share that video. You can now go share that photo. You can share the content. So you're actually creating the content, and you're also using your time and your expertise. And that is super, super valuable. So make sure that you're getting paid. Those are called sponsored posts. If you feel unsure about yourself, about pitching yourself to these brands, or if you just want other ways to get these sponsored campaigns, there are so many influencer networks. So they're called influencer networks. You can just Google it and you'll get a whole list. These networks, it is their job to connect influencers with paying sponsored campaigns with brands, and they will break down everything. They're like, oh, we need influencers with 10,000 or less, 10,000 or more, mommy influencers, fitness influencers, beauty influencers, whatever the case may be. So these influencer networks, you just, put your stats in, you connect your accounts, and then they will find the right campaigns to fit you. So there's so many different ways to get these sponsored campaigns. The next is affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is different from sponsored posts. So remember, a sponsored post is when that brand is going to pay you to create content about your experience with their brand, and then you're going to post it on your social media channels, on your blog, on your YouTube, on your Instagram, whatever the case may be. Now, affiliate marketing is a little bit different. That's when you have, code CandyW 10% off. That means every time somebody uses my unique code, I get 10% or whatever we agree upon of that particular sale. So essentially, affiliate marketing is commission based. So say a brand's going to pay you $2,000 for a post, but actually on that post, they made $10,000 in sale. So instead of you just getting $2,000, you could get, I don't know, maybe 3,000, 4,000, whatever it is, depending on what your commission percentage is. So affiliate marketing is, I'm the content creator, I'm the influencer, and I am affiliated with this brand, product, or service. And every time somebody uses my link or my code, I get a percentage of that. I think affiliate marketing is a great way to get that residual income because every time somebody uses it, it can get in. And it's also a great way to make sure that you are monetizing your reach. So I like to personally get a flat fee anyway as a sponsored post. And then on top of that, if you want me to use a code, then I will also take a percentage of that because you don't know how certain products will land with your audience. You don't know that someone's going to use your code or not, but you still did the time, you still did the effort, you still created that content. So I think even if you don't get any sales, you should still get paid for your work. And again, that is a wealth mentality. That is a value mentality that we talked about at the beginning of this video, right? Where you need to really have an abundant mindset, where you know your value and you know that you should get paid for it. Because a lot of times, companies or brands will try and get as much as they can for free or for little to free, unless you really have your standards in place. Again, if you need help with any type of money mentality or any type of self-care mindset, join the Luxe Life VIP group. It is linked in the description box, and it'll be a good time. So the third way is e-courses and webinars. Okay, I'm going to check and see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Hey, Kat in the chat. She goes, hey, Candy, I'm listening in the background. Yay, thank you. Hey, Joe, do you have a certain amount of followers to work for a brand? Okay, so that is a great question. And the answer to that is you can have any amount of followers to work with a brand. Literally any amount. I mean, maybe not 10, but if those 10 people are super engaged, maybe. Because what a brand is really looking for is that you are connected to your audience, you're connected to your community, and that they are engaged with the content that you are creating. Because those are the people who are more likely to actually act, to buy the product, right? To sign up or whatever it is. So regardless of how many followers you have, don't get so caught up in your follower number. Think about how engaged you are. And engagement is how many people like your photo, how many people click on your links, how many people comment. That is really important. And there's also the rise of a thing called the micro influencer. So sure, these big, influencers, 1 million, 2 million, 500,000, whatever, those are great and everything, right? But there is the rise of the micro influencers. The micro influencer is that sort of like 10K to about 60, 75, 80K within that whole span, because they tend to have the more engaged audience and a very specific and a very niche audience. So it doesn't matter how many followers you have. Know that you are worthy, know that you're enough, know that you add value, do your pitch emails, sign up for the influencer networks, and put yourself out there. That is the way to do it. I was making money on Instagram when I had 10K. I was making money on Instagram when I had 20K. I make money on Instagram now. Like, it doesn't matter. You just have to put yourself out there. Okay. And keep the questions coming. If you guys have more questions, be sure to put them in the chat box. I hope I'm not going in and out anymore, but we're going to keep rolling. All right, so the next is e-courses and webinars. I'm sure you guys have seen everyone has a course, everyone has a webinar, but this is a great way to make residual and passive income. This is when you create a course on anything. And again, it doesn't have to be fashion, beauty. No, it could be you are a dog walker and you are making an e-course on how to walk dogs or how to get clients to walk dogs. You could be a babysitter. You're doing an e-course on top things to do when you're babysitting, top things for parents to look for in a babysitter, and you just put together an e-course or a webinar on it. That's, again, goes back to having that self-concept, knowing that you have an expertise in something that somebody doesn't have an expertise in, and people are willing to pay you for your expertise and your experience. It doesn't have to be something really cool and out there. It could be anything that you've done, anything you have an experience in, anything that you have a passion in that you're then able to show and teach other people. So you create that content once. You can either do it on something that's topical, like, new year, how to become a new version of yourself, and you have a webinar on that, right? That's very seasonal, that's very topical, that's very trending, right? Or you can create an evergreen webinar or seminar or course, right? Which is something that is always timely, and that could just be how to elevate yourself, your body, mind, whatever it is, whatever your expertise is. You create that content once, you create the modules once, you package it up, you price what it is, and then you sell it again and again and again and again. Because remember, we don't want to equate time with money. You want to put the time in, but then you want to create something that you can make money off of time and time and time and time again without you having to work. If you create that course, if you create that seminar, if you create whatever it is, every time somebody buys it, you make money. You could be sleeping, you could be on vacation, you could be doing something else, you could be hanging out. Doesn't matter. You've created that content, and now people can go and buy it over and over and over again. And once you create these courses, you want to make sure that you have the right audience to buy them. So, post on Instagram, post on YouTube, do some sponsored ads, do collaborations to get the right audience to buy what you're selling. The next is create your own products. And this is something I just did, and I really, really love it. You can create your own products. You can create your own candle line, which I've done. It's great. You can create mugs, t-shirts, hats, facial products, anything, right? Clothing, makeup, whatever it is. This day and age, anyone can create their own products. So instead of waiting for a brand to say, hey, I want to sponsor you, create your own products and then sell those products on your social media channels, on your website, Shopify store, on Etsy, whatever the case is. So you can create your own product. You can create your own merch. And all you have to do is Google that. There are so many different platforms out there that can help you create and curate your own products to sell. So don't wait for anyone to give you permission to start making money. Make money on your own. There's very low cost of entry, not having to do a lot of super design to create your own products. You can always get help and support, but always think of yourself as your own business and as your own brand. So don't worry about a brand or a business co-signing you, co-sign yourself and start making your own products. And if you want to take that a step further, if you want to make your own products, then you can go to other influencers, maybe those micro influencers, and be like, hey, do you want to post about my product? Then you move from being an influencer to the brand. And then that's how you really multiply your income. Okay, so the next is you can create a podcast, you can create a YouTube channel, you can create Patreon. But the trick is on all of these platforms, because a podcast, you can make money through ads. Other businesses, other podcasts, other whatever will pay you to place ads on your podcast so you can start making money. YouTube, once you get monetized, you can do Google Ads and Google AdSense, and then you will get paid through those ads. The trick here to really up your money on these platforms is to do exclusive content that comes with a paid membership, like a Patreon, right? So Patreon, you have 3 different tiers. Patreon is very similar to our YouTube membership. So you have different tiers. Tier 1, you pay $4.99. Tier 2, $9.99. Tier 3, $10.99, whatever it is, right? For exclusive content that you can only get if you pay. So of course you want to give out free, high value content that makes people want to pay for the exclusive content. So if you have a podcast, you have ads on there making money. If you don't have anybody on your podcast or YouTube or whatever who you don't have brand sponsors yet, do what I did before. Create your own products. Create that website. Create the course. Create whatever products. Create merch. And then shout out your own stuff. Create your own ads, right? You know who does this great? Monique Samuels. She used to be on the Real Housewives of Potomac, and now she has a new show on OWN. But she has a great YouTube channel. And on that channel, she essentially sponsors herself with her Mila Eve essentials. If you watch her channel on her videos, she will do a Mila Eve, sponsored this show or whatever. So she's essentially sponsoring her own shows by promoting her own products, which is brilliant. So you don't have to do brand sponsors or ads to make money. You can start creating your own products, creating your own stuff, and then promoting it through ads on your channels as well. So that's another way to do it. But when it comes to these podcasts and YouTube channels and Patreons, it's really about creating exclusive content that people want to pay for. And these are all subscription based, and subscription based is a great way to make a lot of money over time. And again, it's that residual passive income that's coming in. So subscription based is someone signs up one time and then they get charged every month, every 2 weeks. Usually it's monthly, whatever it is, to continue to have access to this exclusive content. So you could have a podcast and you do maybe 2 podcast episodes a week, but the third podcast is exclusive to people who are in your membership. And those are the people who pay, and those people get that extra money. Same thing we do here on YouTube, members only, membership groups or whatever it is, they pay to get that premium extra content. So it's another way to take platforms that you're already monetizing and make even more money on top of them. The next is speaking engagements. So if you don't have a fear of speaking in public or speaking in front of people or giving presentations or whatever, speaking engagements are very, very lucrative. So whatever your expertise is, whatever, brand you're building, you can get paid to speak about your expertise. You can get paid to go talk about, 10 ways to make money as a content creator. I can go get paid to talk to an audience for that, or whatever it is. If you are a makeup artist, you can go and speak on how to get healthy skin for your makeup, and these are the new trends or whatever it is. Find out, if you're whatever niche you're in, find out what are the conferences, what are the Zoom calls, what are the big events, right? What are the big, things going on in those spaces? Do they have speakers? And if they have speakers, are those speakers paid? Now, sometimes you will get paid in awareness and brand equity, and that is okay too, right? So if it's a really big conference, or even if it's a small one, or it's just, a one-on-one or whatever it is, if you want to tap into that, conferences or persons or events audience, then speak for free. Because getting your name out there, getting your brand out there, getting your content out there to an audience that you may not have gotten access to and who you already know is interested in the content that you create is priceless, right? But when you do your speaking engagement, make sure you have something to sell. Make sure you have a course. Make sure you have, a new exclusive podcast coming out, or, make sure you have, your members only YouTube up, or your new Luxe Life group, or whatever it is, right? Make sure that you have something to sell when you go to these speaking engagements. And then as you grow and grow and grow, and depending on, the audience that you get or where you're speaking to, then you can start getting paid for these speaking engagements. And again, it doesn't have to be, fashion, beauty, all that stuff. It really can be anything. If you look at the world, there is something for everyone. There's knitting conferences, there's Comic-Con, there's so many different things out there. So just do your research, find the audience and community that you add value to, see where they hang out, and start showing up there. Start doing speaking engagements, give them free content, whatever it is, to get them in. The next is write a book. I mean, I'm a writer, so I love writing. So to me, I'm like, this is my jam. But you don't have to be a writer in order to write a book. It could be before we talked about courses, those are full on courses with like modules and all of that stuff. But you could create an ebook that is just, this is how you do X, Y, and Z. Here's the examples. Here's a cool diagram. Here's whatever. And you could package that up and boom, you have an ebook, So it doesn't have to be, Moby Dick or whatever. It doesn't have to be the next great American novel. It can really just be an ebook or a hard copy book of just you just sharing your expertise in a packaged way. It's just another way to take whatever you're passionate about, whatever expertise you're in, and packaging it up in a way that you can monetize. So you can create ebooks, you can create regular books, and it's also a great way to make yourself an expert in the space. So when you are pitching those speaking engagements, when you are pitching those brands, when you are up leveling, going beyond saying, hey, I do X, Y, and Z, I'm a content creator, I'm an influencer. Now it's like, hey, I'm an author, and I have this book, and I have this, that, and the other. It gives you credibility in this space. It makes you an expert in this space. Sorry, guys. And it also gives you something else to sell. It's great. The next is host events. Now there are so many different ways to host events. You could do a Zoom meeting, right? You could do in real life as long as you're, CDC stuff and staying safe. You could easily host an event. You can host an event on Facebook. You can host an event on YouTube. Put it behind a paywall. Put it behind the members only. Put it behind whatever, and host an event. Reach out to other content creators. Reach out to other people in your space. They don't have to be doing exactly what you're doing, but adjacent to it. That you have a similar audience who would be interested in what you're doing. Ask them to come and speak. Ask them to come and give a free thing, and then blast that out. You can either do your event for free, and that way you're getting email addresses, you're getting names, and then you upsell. Like, oh, did you like this free event? Well, we have, this new seminar. We have this new webinar. We have this new, Luxe Life group or whatever it is that you're doing, right? Then you can upsell it, or you can charge, a fee. You can charge people to come to the event, to get to talk to the speakers, to get all the stuff. So you can host events. And now more than ever, you can host them online pretty easily. The next is you can coach or consult. Oh, hi, Pink Dynamite. Hello. Just saying hi to my peeps. Love it. Thank you so much for coming. So the next is you can coach or consult, right? So whatever you have an expertise in, whatever your niche is, whatever it is that you're selling, you can coach and you can consult on it, right? So this looks like, hey, do you need help making money as an influencer? Do you need help making money as a content creator? Well, I know how to do it. Let me coach you. Let me consult you. Let's do some one-on-one. And you can charge a fee for that one-on-one coaching or that one-on-one consulting. You're a makeup artist. You want to learn how to do natural makeup, want to learn how to do formal makeup. You're a hairstylist, want to know how to braid your hair. You are a knit. You're someone who knits, want to learn how to knit. You do whatever. Whatever your expertise is, you can coach and consult. A good way to leverage your time and to make even more money is do group. So instead of doing one-on-one and just getting that one-off, of course you might want your private clients always, but you can do group coaching and group consulting. That way you can reach so many more people in that same amount of time. So instead of just having one person pay you for 1 hour, you could have 5 people pay you for that same hour, 10 people pay you for that same hour, 20 people pay you for that same hour. You see what I'm saying? So a good way to create more money and even elevate it with group coaching and consulting is to do the group work, to get that in there. And that's an offering that you can do, to your Facebook group, to your YouTube channel, to whoever, but you can coach and consult and add the group element to really make more money for what you're doing in that time frame. The next is become a freelancer. You can freelance your services. So say you're a really good photographer. There are so many different freelance platforms out there. You can have someone hire you to do freelance photography. Say you're really good at digital marketing. Someone could be a digital marketer. Say you're a good writer. You could do copywriting, right? Say you're good at whatever it is. You can outsource those services for a fee and make a lot of money. Freelancers make a ton of money. Not only do you set your own hours, but you also choose which clients you want to work with and which clients you don't want to work with, which is really, really huge and super, super important. So you have a lot of freedom and a lot of autonomy. Some freelancers, you're even able to set your own rate, which is great. So you can really start making the money that you deserve to have. So look for those platforms that, you can do your freelance services, and it really could be anything. Say you have a really nice voice, you could do freelance voiceover work. Say you can really edit things super quickly, you can be a freelance editor. Whatever it is. Say you're really good at making Instagram. Maybe you're doing a freelance social media post. Whatever it is that you do, there is a platform where you can offer up your services for a really great rate. And then you get to set your own hours, you get to set your own time, and you get to pick the clients that you want to work with, which is great. So there you have it. Those are some ways for you to make money as an influencer or content creator or online. I'll just walk you through them super quickly. The first is the foundation of everything is the mindset. Remember to shift into an abundant mindset. Get clear on what your relationship to money is. Do you think that you're not worthy of money? Do you think you're not worthy of success? Do you think that only certain people are allowed to be wealthy? What is your relationship to money? Do you think making money has to be hard? Do you think you have to work for money? Do you think time equals money? What are your thoughts around that? And then consciously start to shift that through affirmations, through meditations, through journaling, through the way you think about money, right? Like me, I think money should be easy. I think money easily flows to me at all times from multiple sources on a continuous basis. I think that I am worthy of money. I think that money is my best friend and it is always there to support me. I think that I'm able to do more and give more in this world the wealthier that I become, right? So you want to really be able to get into that place where you're clear that you are valuable and you are worthy and you are deserving of wealth and abundance, and that it is okay to make a profit off of your purpose and your passion. And there is nothing wrong with that. I think that there has been this mindset and this mentality that you have to work hard, and if you enjoy it, then it's not really work, or you have to be a starving artist, or all of these things. That is a good way for certain people to stay in power and for certain people to continue to amass wealth while other people continue to struggle and just make ends meet and to just get by. But you were not put on this earth to just get by or to struggle. You were put on this earth to be in your flow, to be abundant, to be happy, to be joyful. I'm not saying that money gives you happiness and all that stuff. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you are worthy of it. That's what I'm saying, right? So you really have to get in that mindset. So if you need help getting in that mindset, definitely join the new Luxe Life VIP group. It is linked in the description box. We just kicked off today, so we are curating the content. And before it blows up, get in now. We'll be talking about money mindset. We'll be talking about how to attract more joy and love into your life. So now I'll go quickly through what we talked about. You can make money through sponsored posts. That's getting brands to pay you to post. You can make money through affiliate links. That's every time somebody uses your link or your code, you get a percentage of that. You get a commission. You can make money through doing e-courses and webinars. That is a great way to create passive and residual income. Every time somebody buys your webinar, somebody buys your e-course, you only create it once, but every time they buy it, you get paid. That's a great way to generate passive income. You can create your own products, do your own merch line, hats, sweatshirts, candles, makeup, jewelry, whatever it is. There are so many different platforms out there that can help you make your own products. Just research it and do it. Make your own products, sponsor yourself, do ads about your own products on your platforms. Create a podcast, YouTube channel, or a Patreon. Again, on these platforms, the trick is to create that premium content, that exclusive content that people have to pay a membership for every month in order to access. That's how you really up-level how much money you're making on your podcasts, YouTube channels, and on your Patreons. The next is speaking engagements. Whatever your expertise is, there is an audience for it. There is a community for it. See what conferences, what events are going on and pitch yourself to speak, or whatever it is, or get a speaking agent, whatever it is. and start getting paid to share your expertise. And if they don't have a budget for it, tap into their audience. There's other ways for it to be valuable to you, and then have something to sell. So at the end, you're like, hey, buy my new book, sign up for my new course, we have some merch, whatever it is, have something to sell. The next is write a book. Again, it doesn't have to be the next American novel. It can just be whatever your expertise is, wrap it up in a nice ebook, and then boom, you have something to sell. And it also makes you an expert in the space. Oh, we just wrote a great book on, new trends of 2022 in automotive or whatever, you know what I mean? I just pull it on my head, whatever it is, whatever your expertise is, make a trends report, put it in a book. It doesn't have to be, writing a novel. It literally can just be, this is what we do for X, Y, and Z. Here you go, A, B, and C, whatever it is, wrap it up. Now you have a book, you can monetize that, and now you actually put yourself in a space to be an expert so you can raise your rates and you can start pitching yourself, right? The next is host events. You can do this on Zoom, you can do this on YouTube, you can do this on Facebook, you can do this in real life as long as it's outside, be safe. Host events, get other like-minded people together so you can tap into their audience as well and host an event. Have people pay to come to get to the speakers or get the content, or you could have a free event, and then afterwards, now that you have everyone for your email list and you have all of those contacts, then you can do the upsell. Then you can say, hey, we're kicking off a new course. Hey, we're kicking off a new webinar. Hey, we have this, this, and this. If you enjoyed this free workshop, imagine what you'll get with the paid content. So you can do that as well. And then you want to coach and consult. I say group coaching is the best way to go. Yes, you want to have your private clients who are going to pay more for your one-on-one time because your time is valuable. So when you have those private clients, that one-on-one time, they're paying more for that. But then you can also have group coaching and group consulting, where you're talking and you're consulting that one time, that 1 hour, but you have one person, 5 people, 10 people, 20 people paying for that 1 hour of your time. So group coaching is a great way to grow your community, to grow your audience, and to make more money within a certain time frame. And the last is to, be a freelancer services, whether you're a copywriter, videographer, photographer, artist, painter, whatever it is, you can do whatever your freelance services are. There are so many different platforms out there where you can, sign yourself up for people to pay you to do what you love and to do what you're passionate about and to offer up your services. Freelancing is great. Sometimes you can set your own rates and you decide when you work, how long you work, and for who you work for. So start doing freelance work, whatever it is that your jam is, start doing freelance work. So there you have it. Those are some ways to make money as an influencer, as a content creator, and online. So as I said in the beginning of the video, I am manifesting this YouTube channel and podcast going viral. So be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe. And of course, share this with a friend. Our new Luxe Life VIP group literally just kicked off today. It's also linked in there. You will get weekly coaching. You will have access to a library of resources for how to attract more joy, wealth, and love into your life. And we're also growing a really, really super supportive community. So be sure to check it out. So until next time, everybody, be well, take care of yourself and each other. I will see you next time. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go!